Hey pilots, Plasma 1945 going for a flight on Growling Sidewinder. A little bit of a detox from flying the F-16, which I've been flying for the TACT 2023 competition because FC-3 planes, including the flanker, are not allowed. So I've got to fly the F-16, but let's focus on topic here. We need to detox the NATO blood infusion and get some flanker action in. So we've got the J-11 with 2 jammers, 2 R-73 short-range missiles, 2 ETs, medium heat-seeking missiles, 2 ERs, those are Fox 1 missiles, and 1 R-77. Now you might be asking me, Plasma, you're on Growling Sidewinder, why aren't you using the special loadout that's available? And that is the PL-12, aka SD-10, aka the Chinese AMRAAM missile. Well, the answer is simple. If I have to fly a flanker, and I'm going to use it in competition, I'm going to practice using the weapons that are standard and available for the flanker. The PL-12 SD-10 is not a standard missile, and until it becomes such, I will not be practicing with it and using it for detox purposes. In this flight, we are going to bag a total of 6, count them, 6 enemies using 7 of our missiles. And if I wasn't greedy, I probably could have come back with 4 enemies instead of tangling with all the Mirages that were on the map. That's right, I think out of the 6 aircraft, 4 are going to be all Mirages from the 102nd. So I've climbed up to altitude. As you can see, my fuel expenditure was very low. I didn't go afterburner. And now that guys have gotten close to me, I'm going full gate. We've got TAC view in the top right-hand corner, so you can reference there. There is quite a few blue guys pushing in, so I start turning in, and we're going to start targeting here. The goal here was to get fast and high, because that's why I took 1 missile less, just to give myself a little bit less weight so I can get fast. But there was none of that because unfortunately the enemies were coming, and I'm trying to target here whoever I possibly can. The highest threat appears to be the fastest plane there, heading right for me. This aircraft is an F-15 Eagle, and he's not being used correctly. The pilot's flying it in the weeds, so there goes an ET. Let's ride with the missile. Now, the ET is a medium-range heat-seeking missile. It's a fire-and-forget missile, and it is tracking the target, but the enemy F-15 knows what he's doing, and he is popping flares as he's flying along. And see those flares right behind him? The missile goes for the flares and gets distracted. So based on the data link, I can see that there is a massive fight happening right in front of me. I'm rolling in vertical scan with my radar and electro-optical turned on. Lock a target, confirm it's a hostile, switch target. Yep, that's a bad guy. Fox 2. Switch the next target, bad guy. Drop lock, Fox 2 again. So that's 2 missiles within about 1.5 seconds. Splash 1 Mirage 2000. And there's a splash of an F-15 Eagle as well. So 2 splashes in, I think, a few seconds apart, maybe 1.5 seconds apart. So quick reaction. I'm looking at data link there, and I can see there's still 1 more hostile, but I've got 2 friendlies there. I'm going to trust the friendlies to take care of the last bad guy while I get out of there. If you look at the TAC view in the corner, that's exactly what happens. But let's go into the replay here. Fight happening down below. Fox 2, this is my second long-range Fox 2 heat seeker ET, going for the Mirage 2000, and there is the R-73. Mirage 2000 hit, R-73 still flying over while that missile is exploding, and boom, F-15 is now down. Not a bad way to start the fight. Here's what the enemy saw. There's smoke from my launch. Alright, those 2 guys are down. I do a loop behind the mountains, and I'm picking up a new target on my data link. Now that hostile is coming in towards me, and I see him, and I'm heading right for him. Now as you can see on TAC view, there's a second blue guy right next to me on my right side. I'm looking for an intercept on the guy in front of me, and there's the pop-up on my right side. So instant snap towards this hostile here, because I know the mountain is going to protect me from this enemy. I'm in vertical scan, radar on. I've already switched to the R-73 missiles. This is short range. This guy's going to pop up right over the corner here. I just need to roll in, get a lock on him, and kill him. Lock, Fox 2. Splash Mirage. The bad guy is still on my 6. I need to get back into the fight here. So Afterburner, cranking back on the stick. Vertical scan, I can see a smoke launch. There's a lock, confirmed it's a hostile. Fox 1. The bad guy turns right into me, popping flares, but no chance. Missile gets him, and Splash 4. So at this point, I've splashed enough. I've got 2 missiles left. I should probably be going home. But will Plasma do that? Of course not. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a fun video. So let's watch the replay of this stuff. Right, so all the enemies have been splashed in the area. That is the way home. I'm flying south towards Tbilisi, the home base. But of course, it wouldn't be a flight with Plasma if Plasma didn't turn back around and head right back into the battle. The goal here is to bring entertainment. So, if you guys are into this, make sure that you hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and leave a comment of any kind because that helps the channel grow. And of course, share this with your friends if you like Discord or wherever else. Plasma says so. Well, anyway, while we wait for that to happen, there's Mirage 2000 and the F-16. So 102nd for the Queen, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description, is coming in to get his revenge. He's also got Emil with him in the F-16. I've got them on data link. I've got 2 missiles. This has to be good. And I see them coming up in front of me. Now the goal here is not to pop up and not to get lit up by the AWACS. My AWACS is much closer, so I do have better coverage. I am able to lock some hostiles, but they are somewhat far away, so way out of range, no point targeting those guys. My goal is to find these closer targets, and I don't see them coming in until right there. They pop up on data link, and I'm going to make a decision here. Go right side of the mountain. I see one bad guy coming in, and we've gone widescreen because at this point the track replay crashed, so now you're looking at my VR recording. So I'm constantly checking my data link, pulling back on my throttle. I'm really slow. I don't want to cross the mountain before this guy does. I'm looking for him, and I've spotted him there. Right above me, got him vertical lock. I need a good shot on him. I've got 2 missiles left. I make a decision. It's going to be Fox 1. Fox 1 launch. Gotta be careful here. I'm upside down inverted at only 200 knots. Gentle rollover. Missile hits. And I've got to pop up on my left side. Vertical scan. Lock. R77. I'm guessing there's a launch on me. I pull back on the throttle. Cut all my throttle pop flares. But no luck. Plasma's down. And so goes down 102nd for the Queen. So let's watch this. There's 102nd for the Queen down low. And his buddy Emil in the F-16 on his right. Emil chose to go over the mountain. I pick him up. I'm pretty slow here. Over the top, vertical scan, and Fox 1. As you can see, Emil's popping chaff and flares, but no escape. He gets shot down. I immediately see a target on my left. Crank, vertical scan, lock. Launch of an R77. This is going to work up close. I trust the missile. But there is a Fox 2 heading for me. I pop flares. No chance. Just as my missile hits for the Queen, so do I get hit by his Fox 2. And we're both knocked out, guys. So hopefully you've enjoyed this flight and the mistakes I made by not going home with my 4 kills. I could have gone back out there, but decided to get greedy. And of course, before I hit the ground, I got to type in GG for the Queen, and he responds with MDR, which I think means med, but then he adds GG, so that's okay. Good fight for the queen. Always a pleasure, buddy. We'll see you out there.